Hi guys, it's Thomas here from COTbase.com. Welcome to a weekly COT review. Today we're going to be analyzing the 25th Commitments of Traders Report of 2023. And as we always do, we shall start off by looking at the largest changes in commercials net positions. I don't want to forget to ask all of you who are watching if you could please like this video if you appreciate the content. And if you haven't yet subscribed, then please do so. I'd also like to mention that we have a summer sale going on our website. You can check it out here. And if you are new to COT analysis, just so you know, we have a lot of educational material, not only a written format, but we have some very useful videos as well. These videos can guide you through the analysis process. And of course, we have some great videos regarding our wonderful indicators as well. So let's get started. And this will be the Euro British Pound market, which is on top of our list with a 77% change in commercials net positions. Of course, we're analyzing the classic COT report type, the futures and options combined data type. Let's open up the chart. As always, we shall have a chance to look at the wonderful iCOT Intraday Indicator on one of our markets. But first, let's start with the Euro British Pound futures market, where we can see we have that 77% change in commercials net positions. This is the third time in this past 52 weeks, 1 year, when we have such a change in their net positions. What does that mean? Well, if we go back in time, we can see that we had this one in December of 2022. Coming a little bit late. Would have been much nicer to get it somewhere over here, right? So we could not really gain value out of that. Then we had a bearish COT change signal, a much greater than average change in traders, both commercials and large speculators net positions, which actually just after that came out, we see a bounce rise in the market, but then the decline continues. So based on that two examples, I wouldn't put too much emphasis on this recent change signal. And as I told you before many times, because the Euro British Pound pair has a not too long history, only since 2016, I'd put a little bit more emphasis on analyzing the Euro and the British Pound separate markets, COT reports, than taking this as my decision-making factor. Okay, so we have the Euro, we have the British Pound. Go and check those, analyze them separately. If you're somebody who is trading this market, I think that might have a little bit more value. There's definitely more volume in those markets. Okay, the next market is going to be the Australian dollar with a 48% change in commercials net positions, 34 in large speculators. Don't forget that we measure these recent changes in net positions to the past 52-week range. So just to explain this once more, if let's say we have this 48%, what does that mean, right? We take the horizontal line, okay? We check where the least amount of net long positions were in commercials. Then we check for the most significant, the largest amount. That defines our range. Within that range, this current change represents 48%. Okay, so it's important to factor that in, because obviously if the range is small, then these changes may actually, represent a larger percentage value. Now, what do we have here? So we have a bearish COT change signal. So this is where we had our last report, okay? And we are, of course, witnessing Tuesday's data issued on a Friday. It's coming late, right? It's coming late. Would have been much nicer if we knew over here on the top that something's going to change. Now, here's the good news. Here at COTbase.com, we spent many years dreaming about an indicator that brings COT analysis into the real-time arena, okay? And if we switch over here, you shall see that not only did we catch this rise, this is a 4-hour candlestick chart. Okay, so it's a longer time horizon. But actually the system is signaling a top as well. And with the after signal, you can actually filter out a bunch of signals and it tells you when to enter the market. So if you really want to get the best of both worlds, then don't just look at classic COT data, but you might as well give the iCOT intraday indicator a chance so that you don't miss such opportunities. Okay, moving on to our next market, wheat. The Minneapolis wheat to be specific. Here we have a 36% change in commercials net positions. It is a bearish change signal. Luckily, we're still close to that top over there, that relative top. So this suggests we should see a decline. Now, you don't have to go back too much and see what happened to the market. Now, again, this is the time when we saw the report. So this signal maybe would have been late. However, today we are getting this report at those highs. So it's a short-term signal suggesting weakness coming in the next couple of days. We shall see if that will be the case. Moving on to the 5-year chart, you can see that the Minneapolis wheat, in relative terms, if we look at the past 2.5 years, it's definitely a bullish extreme. If we go even further back on this 5-year chart, we do see greater extremes, okay? But even such an extreme, I would consider something valuable. It is definitely leaning towards the bullish side of things. Moving on to large speculators COT extreme analysis. So here we go. There's the British pound. Remember, I told you should analyze these markets separately. So in the British pound, we have a 269 report extreme in large speculators. That's the exact value in commercials as well. It is an unquestionable bearish COT extreme. If you look at this this chart, this 5-year chart, we have not seen traders at these levels. So it is a bearish extreme suggesting a top. And is that going to be the case? We shall see. But it's a significant extreme, that's for sure. The next market, oh my God, we have a lot of currencies this week. This is Mexican peso. We have a 170 report extreme in large speculators net positions. It's visible over there. So it is a bearish extreme. We have seen greater extremes in the past. What a beautiful example from January of 2020, right? Just before the market collapsed over there. Of course, as it did, we got back to bullish extreme levels. So right now we are witnessing this bearish extreme, suggesting in the medium to long term a top in the Mexican peso. Rough rice is our market to close this review. Only 38 report extreme. However, I always suggest you to open up a chart because then, of course, everything is more visible, right? So large speculators, definitely close to a bearish extreme. I should point out that this has been the case for some time now, and it seems that the market has started to react. So I would say that this extreme situation could go on for another week or two maybe. But if it has taken its effect, then of course this stress level will come down. And of course we will start chasing a bullish extreme because obviously that's what we do. COT extremes go from bearish to bullish. So that's what we have here in rough rice. I gave you an example. I believe it was the last review of the iCOT intraday indicator catching the top. You know what? I might as well just show that for those who are just joining. So rough rice. Here we go. You see, we caught the rise. And of course, we have a sell signal as well. So it's really a wonderful tool if you are looking for something to supplement your classic COT analysis. Using the two in combination can be very beneficial. There's a lot to do here at COTBase.com. As I said, we have some wonderful indicators. And again, we have this summer sale going on with huge discounts. The COTBase Pro offering everything you need for classic COT analysis. You can use it in your NinjaTrader. You can download our data. iCOT standing for intraday. That is something for those who trade on a shorter time frame, or for those who want to get better entry and exit points. And of course, if you would like, you can go dig into these example charts, and we have some very useful videos as well. This is the basic iCOT intraday indicator. You can find what sort of signals we offer. We have the strongest, we call these green and red lined stripe signals. These happen when we have both speculators and commercials at an extreme. I should point out this is data not from CFTC, but our own reverse engineered data. And we simply call them speculators and commercials because we reverse engineered them and we want to show that sort of logic, right? Bearish extreme, there you go, you get a sell signal. So very useful tool. If you have any questions, feel free to comment underneath this video. You can also send us an email to info@cotbase.com. Thank you so much for being with me. I appreciate your attention. I wish you guys a wonderful weekend, and I'm hopeful to see you in my next COT review. Take care. Goodbye.